Hope everybody had a good weekend.
It was your weekend.
It was good. It was good. It was great. It was great.
Daniel won this weekend, right?
Daniel won. Yeah, Daniel, I think he had a big win. So JV won Thursday night. It was good. Off to a good start for the local boys here. It's good.
Just like you said, it's pretty rare to have a whole weekend off this time of year. Do you think that rest was particularly good?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But really for everybody, I think. You know, I've always felt like less is more anyway. So you know, it was something we decided to do back in May when they changed the amount of days you could have and all that stuff. We talked about either starting later or going ahead and starting when we had planned and taking this, going 17 straight days and then taking a Saturday, Sunday to just kind of refresh and recharge and refuel and refocus and recommit. So that's kind of what we talked about and everybody decided on, and I think it's great. I really do. I think everybody was ready to go this morning, had good energy. This is always a tough practice. This Monday practice, we're into our third week, so Wednesday's 3 weeks since we started. This coming Wednesday, so we're well into that, and this day's always been a tough practice. But good day. We're actually going to do a little team building this afternoon. We're going to have lunch and going up to the reserve. A little team building day. Come back tonight for dinner and meetings, and then wrap it up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our last day of camp. Meetings in the morning, and we'll practice a little earlier. So we'll have an academic meeting tomorrow night, and then kind of finish up with our last segment meetings. Give them Wednesday to just get acclimated back into school, and a big staff day for us on Wednesday to really just kind of transition, you know, into game prep mode. And then we'll go all scouts on Thursday, and then Friday's our what we call the Beanie Bowl, just a mock game, a lot of different situations. It's always a good exercise. There's always something that comes up every year. I'm always reminded why we do it every year. You know, it's one of those things you're like, golly, do we really need to do this? It's just a lot, you know. But every year I'm reminded, yes, we need to do this, and here's why. There's something unusual that'll happen, but it's a great dress rehearsal for the guys, from the locker room to pregame to the game to halftime to postgame. Just kind of everything that we do, and then everything that could come up. So it's good. First time that we're all on the same sideline together. You know, we don't, because like I said, we don't get preseason games, so usually we're going against each other in scrimmage situations. So it's and then we'll wrap it up Saturday with practice and meetings, and then get into game week. Have the day off on Sunday, and so it's exciting, man. It's going to be here before you know it.
Dabo, I think a year ago today, you announced that Kelly was the starter. Is there anything similar planned for? I mean,
we're not going to release a depth chart today, but we will here pretty soon. We're going to finish up on Wednesday as far as the staff one more time, as far as, hey, here's where we are going into, you know, we still got another practice tomorrow, and grade this tape from today, another practice tomorrow, and then Wednesday is, like I said, a staff day, and we'll pretty much set the depth chart on how we're going to go into this game. So we'll probably put out a depth chart probably Monday. It's probably when we'll release it. But as far as coaches, when we come out here on Thursday, we'll start repping how we see ourselves going into the game and the Beanie Bowl, and then get into game mode on Monday.
Coach, this time of year, you're always thinking about red shirts. How much easier does it make your decision, the new red shirt? Does that take a lot of the pressure off?
To be honest with you, we really haven't changed anything as far as our thought process. That was something I really wanted. I wanted to, let's go through it as if exactly the way it's been in the past. Right? Who do we know is going to play? You know, like, who are those guys? Right? Who do we know is going to redshirt? As if the rule hadn't changed. And then, is there anybody that's on the bubble? You know, and that's kind of how we go through it. You know, so if they're going to play, why? All right, and let's talk about it and make sure we're all on the same page. If they're on the bubble, why? So what's our plan? And we've always had a plan in the past for those guys, and then these guys are definitely going to redshirt, and here's why. And so there's a reason for everything. So that part of it really is we're not changing anything. The only thing that will change is whoever those guys that are going to redshirt, you know, we know that at some point we can get them in a ball game. But we'll go into it, you know, hey, saying it's just something that's never been there before. You guys are going to redshirt. We'll throw your butt in power hour, something that we believe in around here, and we're gonna grow them up. And you know, some of the you look at Jordan Williams, man, what a transformation he's made in a year's time. It's unbelievable. I mean, he's fixing to have a great year for us. A good football player who hasn't played yet, but man, he's been through power hour, he's been through spring. I mean, he's just in a whole nother level than he would have been this time last year. So, but the added thing is boy, it'd have been nice last year if we could have thrown old Jordan in there and got a little bit of experience, you know, here or there. So that's just something that we'll talk about kind of week to week once we have decided, hey, this is definitely who we want to redshirt. But as far as how we've gone about it, process-wise, it hasn't changed anything.
Are there guys you're ready to say for sure yet that will play or will redshirt, or is that something y'all talk about?
Yeah, we've talked about it. We kind of got our initial thoughts, and you know, we'll kind of reconfirm that on Wednesday, and then we'll, like I said, set the depth chart on Thursday, and kind of let everybody know, hey, here's where we are, here's the plan, and you know, meet with everyone. It's not something that I want to release to the media, you know, something that they need to hear from me, from before you guys.
Has Travion been able to get back to practice?
Yes, he was back today. I had a good practice today. Really, I thought he was very sharp, very crisp today.
With the rest you had over the weekend, was it able to get a couple guys healed up that were banged up?
Yep, that was probably another big benefit too. You know, 17 straight days of just grinding, you know, just always on your feet, you know, banging, running, just a lot going on, mentally fatigued. The list was very small today. I think the only guy, we had Cam Scott, who's not even in camp. He's had an abdomen problem, and then Will Brown, who's been out since about the second day towards hamstring, so he's not quite back. So I think that was it. I think there was only 2 guys on the list today. So that was really good to see going into this last week. So we've been very fortunate. Hopefully we can you know, keep that up as we get into the kind of, you know, teetering down a little bit.
Would you say that Hugo's still slightly ahead for field goals?
Yeah, Hugo has separated himself. You know, he's had a great camp, and you know, Alex has had a good camp. Potter's right there, doing a nice job. So, but Alex is, Greg is, you know, really separated.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Let's go.